mag-retire rich dyan. Hindi ko makikita yung comment dito pero tingnan natin. Okay, oy. Ayun, nakikita ko na rin, no? Maraming nanonood sa atin, si Epi Garcia Diola, no? Yung gustong mag-retire rich type naman, no? Tingnan natin kung gusto ba talaga ninyong yumaman. Gusto ba niyo magkaroon ng financial freedom? So, today, I will not give you theory, no? I will give you reality, real life, real experience, real talk. Let me start with a simple but powerful question. Dapat sagutin ninyo to. When the time comes for you to stop working with your present financial standing, will you be retiring rich or retiring broke? Let's be honest, no? Let's have self-analysis, yung tinatawag sa psychology na introspection, no? Dapat masagot natin yan, ha? Because the truth is, it's not determined by how much you earn, but how much or how you manage what you earn. Hindi tayo nababaon sa utang ng bigla. Dinidrain tayo ng maliliit na gastos araw-araw. At hindi yan sa palakihan ng sahod. Paliitan ng gastos yan at padamihan ng paraan sa pagkita ng kapirahan or multiple streams of income. Today, I'm going to share real practical insights that can change your financial future. We'll talk about how to save money even if your income feels limited, how to control spending in a world full of temptations, and the most important, how to identify the daily habits, the financial leaks that silently trap people into living paycheck to paycheck, no? Para hindi tayo kakanta ng isang kahig, isang tuka, ganyan kaming mga dukha, di ba? If you are 40 up, nako, kilala niyo yung kantang yan at you can sing along, no? This is not about being perfect, no? It's about being aware, being intentional, and making better choices. One decision at a time, because at the end of the day, financial freedom is not an accident. It's habit. Ulitin ko, it is a habit. So let's start with the root cause. Why are we here in a foreign land? Why are we in Dubai? Bakit tayo nag-abroad? Hindi naman tayo nag-abroad para magpapasarap, di ba? Umalis tayo dahil may problema. We are here to find remedy to the sickness that were inflicted to us back home. No? Ano yung mga sakit natin na siyang dahilan kung bakit tayo nangingibang bansa? Looking for a greener pasture. Bato-bato sa langit ang warning. Ang tamaan ay sapol, bullseye. Kaya huwag magalit, no? Unang sakit. Bakit tayo umalis sa Pilipinas? AIDS. AIDS. That's not what you are thinking. Not the sexually transmitted disease. AIDS as in acute income deficiency situation. Tagalogin natin para madaling maintindihan. AIDS, ang income di sapat. Klaro ba yan? Ha? Ang income di sapat. Type R if you can relate. Ulitin ko Type R if you can relate. Pangalawang sakit, lagnat. LAGNAT. Laki ang gastos, naipon ang tustusan. Di ba? Type R pa rin if you can relate. Pangatlong sakit, pasma. Palaging atrasadong sahod, maraming atraso. Di ba? Type R if you can still relate. Tingnan nga natin ano yung mga comment ng mga andito. Nakaka-relate, maraming nakaka-relate. Those are the three sickness, the reasons why many Filipinos choose to work abroad, seeking better opportunities and higher income to support their families. We made the big sacrifice, of course, yung sacrifice talaga, no? Andyan yan, clear na clear. We left our families behind, making a big sacrifice, no, for their better future. Umalis tayo sa ating bansa na baon ang mga pangarap. What are the common dreams that we have? We have to build, we want, hindi lang ha, we want to build a better house for our family. We want to send our kids to better school. We want to establish our own business. We want to drive your dream car. You want to travel to beautiful places, and you want to invest in properties and help those who are in need. Ang tanong, ngayong andito na tayo abroad sa ibang bansa, are we cured of the illnesses? Nagamot pa tayo? No? Nawala ba yung sakit natin? For some, maybe. But for the majority, we are still chasing our elusive dreams. Kumakanta pa rin tayo sa kanta ni Tom Jones na My Elusive Dreams. Why? Because when we arrive here, we are inflicted with another disease, amnesia, memory lapses. We forgot the reasons why we left our families, our deep why. What is the culprit? Why we are still financially struggling? Lifestyle change from simple living to upgraded lifestyle. Nako, nakaka-relate ba kayo? Ha? Yung sinasabi kong upgraded lifestyle. Ha? Nabago na ang preference natin. Both ladies and men are guilty with this, although not all. Meron mang iba na hindi, no? May mga OFWs tayong may disiplina when it comes to money management, but majority are guilty. So let's start with the ladies first. I said earlier, not all. Hindi po lahat ha, kaya huwag kayo masaktan. When you were still in the Philippines, your favorite brand, ladies ha, your favorite brand was Soen. Here, not anymore. You love to wear Victoria's Secret. Before, you were satisfied with the brand Ever Belina. But today, not anymore because you shifted to Chanel. O, di ba? Mahal na ngayon. When attending parties, you carried ordinary bags. Di ba? Lang may planong mag-Sharon dyan. But here abroad, not anymore because you love to carry LV. Louis Vuitton, kahit imitation, basta LV pa rin, no? Dati, you were satisfied with just ordinary necklace. But here abroad, iba na ang nakasabit sa liig natin. Ang preference, Pandora necklace or gold, 24-karat gold. Diba? All of these happen because you want to look good. Kung walang pera ang pambili o credit card na magamit, may tabi naman dyan. Diba? Here abroad, girls are guilty. Ano? Girls are guilty, ulitin ko, with condom. Oh, condom. Hoy, maling condom ha. Ang iniisip mo ha? Oo, condom. C-O-N-D-O-M. Meaning, it's an acronym, credit overload normally dedicated on makeover. O, di ba? Pagpaganda ba? Gusto ng mga girls na palagi silang maganda. So, let's be fair. Lalaki naman. Boys, don't feel bad. When you used to play basketball back in the Philippines, okay na ang Robertson shoes, Burlington, or World Balance. But today, look at the shoes of those playing basketball in DSF and Rooftop in Algorer and any other park here in Dubai. Ano yung mga brand ng mga shoes or sapatos? Ang makikita natin, Under Armour Elite, Lucas 77, Adidas, Nike. Remember when you first arrived here abroad during drinking spree? Tagay, Red Horse, Alfonso, but you shifted to better brands, no? Lalo na pag may medyo okay na ang sahod, Jack Daniel, Jim Beam, Fondador. Okay? That's okay, no? How about drinks, no? Dati naalaala ko pag unang salta pa lang, drinking spree, nasa flat lang, no? Sa villa. Pero right now, no? Kasi may maganda ng sahod, totally different scenario. You wanna go bar hopping on weekends. Kasi gusto natin, ano ba, medyo level up. Dati, relo ng karamihan ay Casio, Timex. But here abroad, ang mga lalaki, tingnan nyo ang suot, no? Ang brands, G-Shock, Omega, Rolex, kahit imitation, pwede na para may logo pa rin, no? Dati, you love to wear Giordano shirts, Benz, Pen Shop. But here abroad, you shifted to Versace, Balmain, Gucci, Balenciaga. Social, di ba? Some men with high salary scale will develop a poultry. Oh, ano ba yan? Baka sabi niya, Kabayan Rico, walang poultry dito. Dubai ito. Oy, huwag kang ganyan. No, yung mga malaking sahod. Ibang poultry naman, no? Ang poultry ng mga may malaking sahod na lalaki, no? With a chick here and a chick there. Here chicks, there chicks. Everywhere chicks, no? Daming jowa. But not all naman. Hindi naman lahat, ha? May mga faithful din, no? Like tulad ni Coach Joey, Coach Michael, ni Kabayan Rico. Oy, huwag kayo mag-react, ha? Men abroad are guilty with pills. Baka sabihin nyo na, ano ka ba? Nasisiraan nata si Kabayan Rico. Pills ginagamit ng lalaki? Hindi, ibang pills naman ito. Pills as in pleasure in lots of love and spending. O, di ba? Acronym lang yan. Again, bato-bato sa langit, ang tamaan ay sa pool. Kaya huwag magalit, no? The lifestyle change or upgraded lifestyle are the reasons why many live a life paycheck to paycheck. 3 days before payday, pizza de peligro na. Worst scenario, utang na naman bago payday, no? Minsan, yung iba, prenda, Emirates ID at passport. It's a vicious cycle, no? To classify the reasons why we are still financially struggling in spite of the fact that you've been working as an OFW for 15 years, 20 years, and even more, OFW pa rin, no? As in, overwork, financially weak. We are guilty with two things, overspending and oversending. Oh, sino ba yung naka-relate sa sinasabi ko? Ha? Oversending and overspending. Ha? Tatalakayin natin. I already touched on overspending, so now let's move on to something more emotional. Oversending. Because let's be honest, this is not just a habit. This is a lifestyle. Every end of the month, automatic na yan. Parang may alarm sa utak natin, no? Sweldo na, send na, padala na, padala doon, padala dito. Siyempre, happy tayo kasi nakakatulong tayo sa pamilya. But here's the reality. Every time may message na, anak, pwede bang pahingi ng kunting dagdag? Kuya, may kailangan lang bilhin. Ate, emergency lang, need ko money. Biglang speechless. Biglang natahimik tayo. Gusto mong mag-reply na next time na lang, no? Pero ang na-type mo, iba. Anong na-type mo? Sige, padala ako mamaya. Why? Because we don't want them to feel bad. Ayaw natin silang masaktan. Ayaw nating isipin nila na nagbago na tayo, no? So what we do, even if we don't have money, we resort to borrowing just to please them. Imagine, ikaw na nga ang nagpapadala, ikaw pa ang nagkakautang. Parang may mali ata sa equation, di ba? Now, let me bring you back. Do you still remember the time when we were still in the Philippines? Every time may celebration, birthday, anniversary, or fiesta, we cook. Tayo ang nagluluto. Simple. Spaghetti, pansit, kunting ulam, dinuguan, soft drinks na 2 liters na hatiin sa maraming baso. Pero masaya. Kompleto, may kwentuhan at tawanan. But now things have changed. Mom and dad are in Dubai. Si kuya nasa abroad. Si ate nasa States. So what happens? Instead of cooking, catering services. Instead of celebrating at home, restaurant. Minsan, hindi pa sapat ng restaurant, hotel na. Ha? Okay lang kung debut. Pero 7 years old, nagpaparte sa hotel. Ano ba yan? What happened? Lifestyle upgraded. But here's the question. Kasabay ba ng upgrade ng lifestyle ang pagtaas ng kakayahan natin? Or padala lang ang upgrade pero utang din ang sumabay? Hindi masamang tumulong. Hindi masamang magbigay. In fact, it is something to be proud of. But we have to remember this. Helping your family should not mean hurting your future. Hindi pwedeng ikaw ang sumalo sa lahat hanggang sa ikaw na ang bumagsak. So next time na may mag-message na hihingi ng pera, hindi naman na kailangang no agad, no, ang sagot. Maybe we can start learning to say, ito muna ang kaya ko. Pag-ipunan natin. Hanap tayo ng paraan na hindi lang ako ang sasalo. Because at the end of the day, ang goal natin is not just to send money. Ang goal natin is to build a future para sa kanila at para sa sarili natin. So how can we retire rich and not broke? It's not easy because it involves change of habits and mindset. We need to give a lot of things. We need to say no to a lot of things. Let's tackle them one by one. Oh, handa na ba kayo? Kung, may nag-comment si Grace and Great, I am B. Ay, ngayon pa cater na. So, isa-isahin natin, ha? We need to say no to a lot of things as I mentioned earlier. No? We need to say no to your practice of instant gratification. Alam niyo ba kung ano yung instant gratification? Ito yung gusto ko ngayong bilhin or gusto ko ngayon, bibilhin ko ngayon. No? Hindi mo na mahihintay, hindi mo na pinag-iisipan. Basta feel mo, go kaagad, buy agad. Buy it with urgency. Dahil pagod ka sa trabaho, you want to reward yourself, deserve ko ito. No? Wala namang masama, pero kung araw-araw kang nag-deserve ko ito, bank account mo naman ang napapagod. Instead, practice delayed gratification. If you want it today, wait after 7 days. Kung after 7 days, kung gusto mo pa rin, maybe you really need it. After mga pagkatapos ng 7, karamihan, wala na yung excitement. So, nakatipid ka. Hindi lahat na gusto mo ngayon ay makuha mo ngayon. Because discipline today equals financial freedom tomorrow. Oh, di ba? Ang gandang pakinggan, no? Ano bang mga comment dyan sa mga nanonood sa atin, no? Ayan. Number 2, say no to your family's excessive demand. Don't over-pamper them. Hindi ba niyo napupuna na minsan hindi na humihingi ang pamilya natin? Nagdi-demand na, no? Demand, no? Iba yung hingi at demand, no? Dagdagan mo naman ang padala mo. Bakit ganito lang? Si ganito, mas malaki ang padala, di ba? Nagko-complain. At kung hindi mo mapadala, magtampo at ikaw pa ang masama. You need to save an amount for yourself. You need to prepare for your retirement. Mahirap mag-retire ng walang pera, no? Kapag pinapamper mo ang pamilya mo beyond your capacity, ikaw ang mauubusan. Ang tanong, sino ang magliligtas sa iyo pag ikaw na naman ang nawalan? Sagot. Ha? Sino ang magliligtas sa iyo pag ikaw naman ang nawawalan? May magagawa ba ang pamilya mo? Magtira ka para sa sarili mo. Remember that. By the way, remember this. Success is relative. The more successful you are, the more relatives you have. But if you are broke, mabibilang lang ang may malasakit. Tandaan nyo yan. 3, say no to your friends inviting you to a weekly buffet or boodle fight in a restaurant. Dining out always will reduce your savings and hurt your budget. Okay lang kung malaki ang kinikita mo tulad ni Coach Joey, ni Coach Mike, or ni V. But kung katamtaman lang ang sahod natin, magluto na lang tayo sa bahay para makatipid. Huwag kang sumabay sa mga friends mo na malaki ang sahod. No? Number 4, say no to your friends inviting you to a weekly bar hopping on weekends. Fun? Yes, of course. Masaya sa bar. But every weekend you spend. Pag nasa bar ka na, hindi lang inumin ang babayaran mo, pati napulutan. If you're spending 100 dirhams per week in a bar, that's 400 dirhams in a month. Malaking bagay sana yan kung instead of spending in a bar, inulog mo na yan sa bangko. Di ba? 5, say no to your friends inviting you to shop because there is a sale going on. You think you are saving because it's on sale, but the truth is you are buying things that you don't actually need at the price you cannot resist. 50% off, 80% discount. Ayaw mong ma-miss ang offer. Ang tanong, masayang ba ang discount or masayang ang pera na lalabas sa bulsa mo? Oh, answer. Kahit nga hindi sale, pag makita mo sa Temo kung ano ang maganda, order agad dahil ang friends mo ay addicted sa Temo. Order ng order. Yung sense of belongingness ba, no? Yan ang problema na eh. Ang dahilan, yan ang dahilan kung bakit nagsashop ka rin, no? You want to be in. If you are ordering on a monthly basis, that's already a big amount kung nilagay mo sa savings yan. Number 6, say no to your inner cravings to buy branded items like the signature brands. Lifestyle change would affect your savings. Always remember that. From Uniqlo to Balmain, from simple shoes to luxury sneakers, from Casio to Rolex, from Benz to Bulgari, from Suin to Victoria's Secret. May iPhone nga pero wala ka namang ipon. Di ba? These are high cost but low returns. Buying designer brand as an OFW isn't wrong, but it has very real effect on your savings. Bakit? Instead of working abroad for 5 years, 10 years na. Dahil hindi pa natupad ang iyong mga pangarap. If you cannot stop the urge because you want to keep up with your image, then at least minimize it. 7, say no to the temptation of taking taxis every day. If there's bus or metro to your workplaces, then take the bus or the metro. Don't ride a taxi. If you are spending 30 dirhams daily for your taxi fare, that is already 900. More than enough to pay for a monthly mortgage payment of a housing loan for investment purposes. If you are physically challenged and you can hardly walk, then it's okay. But taking taxi for image building, Pogi points, is totally wrong. Kung kayang lakarin, maglakad lang. Na-exercise ka pa. Remember, comfort today, extended contract tomorrow. Maging OFW for life ang result niyan. O, di ba? Are we learning so far? No? 8, say no to your habits of watching movies monthly. Every time you watch a movie that is 40 dirhams, may popcorn pa. No? Hindi pa kasali yung 40, hindi pa kasali yung popcorn, nachos, o di ba? Hindi ka naman pwedeng hindi bibili ng drinks. Baka mabulunan ka. So, minimum na gasto ay 75 every time you watch a movie. Paano kung may jowa ka? O kasama ang asawa? Di, 2 times, no? Times 2 ang 75. Manood ka na lang sa YouTube, libre pa, or mag-Netflix ka na lang para makamura. 9, say no to your Latimania craving. Ang tanong, no? Bakit nga ba maraming mahilig pumunta sa mga mamahaling coffee shop at magtambay? I don't have to mention the brands of this coffee shop na marami dyan sa Al Ghurair, no? Marami sa City Center, no? Sabi nila, stress relief, me time, reward ko ito sa sarili ko, social life, bonding with friends, posting for social media image, di ba? Di ka naman pwedeng mag-order ng 3-in-1 coffee sa loob. Instead, pipili ka ng iced latte, cappuccino, caramel macchiato, frappuccino, di ba? Ang gandang pakinggan, frappuccino, matcha, at kasama na of course, ang cheesecake, chocolate cake, croissant, muffins, at iba pa. If you will spend 40 dirhams per visit, and you will be at the coffee shop once a week, that is 160 per month. Kung hinulog mo yung 160 sa bank, may savings ka na 1,920 in a year. O, di ba? Kita nyo ang diferensya, ang advantage. Number 10, say no to the temptations of swiping credit cards for any purchases. Imagine how much you are paying monthly for the use of your credit card, especially if you are an impulse buyer. From bar hopping, restaurant dining, and non-stop shopping because your mindset, no? Na kaya naman kasi monthly naman ang bayaran. You are totally wrong. Because the reality is you're not paying it monthly. Interest lang, binabayaran mo, minimum. Kaya the total amount piled up, the consequence, free food and accommodation sa Moracabat Police Station. Oh, gusto nyo yan? Use your credit card for your needs and not your wants. Use it during emergencies. If we can afford to say no to all of those things, you will never retire broke. You will be staying here not as an OFW anymore, but an entrepreneur. You will be able to achieve your dreams. So ano ba ang dapat gawin natin, no? Una, pay yourself first. Set aside even 10% of your income as your savings. Kahit maliit, basta consistent. Number 2, distinguish needs versus wants. Give priority to your needs and wants later when you have the capacity. 3, track your expenses. You cannot correct what you cannot monitor. You need to identify the financial leaks that lead to yung living paycheck to paycheck. Remember, number 4, your deep why. The reasons why you left your family behind. Para baguhin ba ang buhay ng pamilya mo? No? O papugi points or paganda ng image sa social media? Oh, answer me. Number 5, practice delayed gratification. Hindi lahat na gusto mo, kailangang bilhin mo ngayon. Now na. Saka na pag sobra na ang pera mo. Number 6, look for another stream of income. Ulitin ko, look for another stream of income. Mag-part-time ka during free time. Pwede kang mag-sales agent ng mga real estate companies, engage in multi-level marketing, or even affiliate marketing. Marami, no? Remember this. You cannot look rich today but still be broke tomorrow. Ulitin ko. You can look rich today but still be broke tomorrow. Or you can live simple today and retire rich tomorrow. The choice is yours. I leave you with 3 C's in life: choice, chance, and change. You need to make a choice to grab the chance. Otherwise, your life will never change. Maraming salamat for joining me today.